Do you find yourself stick to your phone, endlessly scrolling social media feeds instead working on that important work presentation? Or maybe you have paid for that 1 year gym membership with all the best intentions, but your couch has become your new workout partner. If these scenarios sound familiar, you are definitely not alone. Procrastination, the art of putting things off until the last minute, is a common challenge that affects people from all walks of life. In today's episode, I'm going to share 5 simplest ways that will definitely going to help you to overcome your problem of procrastination. Do listen to the episode till the very end because you don't want to miss even the last tip I share in this episode. We will also try to dive deeper and find out the reasons that why we procrastinate and how these 5 simple tips will benefit you to overcome the procrastination and achieve the success you deserve. Welcome to the Progress Partners, the podcast where we embark on a journey of growth and progress together. I'm your host Ajay, sharing insights, strategies, and personal experiences for unstoppable progress. Remember, I'm not just a podcaster, alright? I'm right here with you, putting these same ideas and strategies in my own life, facing challenges and striving for the continuous improvement alongside you. Because together, we are unstoppable. This is the wonderful time to be alive. There have never been more possibilities and opportunities for you to achieve your goals than what exists today. You are actually drowning in options. The kind of technology we are empowered with and the speed at which we can accomplish our tasks today was never possible in the history of humankind. We commute faster. We no more have to stay in long queues to pay our electricity bills or to book those bus tickets. From eating to clothing, everything is readily available at your doorstep. So ideally, now you must have enough time to work on what you love to do, right? But if you're just like most people today, you're still overwhelmed with too much to do and too little time. As you struggle to complete your existing tasks, new tasks and responsibilities just keep coming like the waves of the ocean. And because of this, you will never be able to complete all of your tasks. You will naturally always be behind in some of your tasks, your responsibilities, and sometimes actually many of them. And this is one of the reasons why we procrastinate. Procrastination is one of the major roadblocks that hinder our success or happiness, stop us from achieving our goals. It prevents us from that position, that level we deserve in our life. We have all felt guilty of procrastination at some point. Even I admit that I am a chronic procrastinator. So before we jump into the solution, first of all, make it absolutely clear in your mind that you are not a procrastinator. You just have a habit of procrastination. And it's absolutely normal to procrastinate. Everyone does that, and like our other habits, it can be changed. It's basically a skill that can be learned. So, next time you catch yourself procrastinating, step one is forgive yourself. Procrastination is not something you do because you are dumb. Procrastination is a coping mechanism. You just have a desire to feel good right now, and you deserve that. You just need to identify that what is your reason for procrastination. Is it a lack of motivation? Or are you already overwhelmed with the other tasks and already stressed? Or are you finding the task difficult and don't have enough clarity where to start from? Or simply you fear, what if you don't go well? People will judge you. And it's not necessary that there can be only a single reason. There could be multiple reasons. If I take my example, I sometimes procrastinate scripting podcast episodes when I feel it's complex, when I don't have enough clarity where to start from, so I don't feel motivated to sit down and write down. Another most common reason for me is when I'm disorganized. I don't plan things ahead of the time and keep delaying tasks for the later time. Similarly, you have to identify your reasons for procrastination. You have to continuously question yourself Brainstorm. Why I'm not doing this? What is stopping me to do work on that project, that task? If I complete it, it may have the biggest impact on my life. Once you have found the reasons, applying these 5 techniques will definitely overcome your habit of procrastination. Number 1 technique: reduce the number of decisions you have to make throughout the day. If you wake up in the morning and find yourself clueless what to do with your day, do I work on that project? Should I clean up the house? Or should I simply watch that movie I was planning to watch? If you find yourself asking these questions every morning, you are setting yourself up for a day of procrastination. Without a clear plan for your day, you will waste precious energy figuring out what to do instead of actually doing it. Then you will be more likely to get distracted by unimportant tasks. You may start thinking, oh, I have not paid that electricity bill. Let me do that right now. Or maybe you make a plan to go to the market to buy groceries. It means you are not going to make progress on your goals that actually matters. So, the next time when you go to the bed, plan your next day. Decide what are the most important things you need to accomplish next day and write them down. This will help you to focus your energy and make the most of your time. The number one reason why some people get more work done faster is because they are absolutely clear about their goals and objectives. They don't deviate from them. The greater clarity you have regarding what you want and steps you will have to take to achieve it, the easier it will be for you to overcome the procrastination. Second technique is eat your frog. Now you may be wondering what I mean by this. This term is coined by the Brian Tracy in his famous book Eat That Frog. It has been said that if the first thing you do each morning is to eat a live frog, you can go through the day with the satisfaction of knowing that this is the probably worst thing that is going to happen to you all day long. For you, your frog is your biggest, most important task, the one you are most likely to procrastinate on. It's also the one task that have the greatest positive impact on your life at that moment. The first rule of the frog eating is if you have to eat 2 frogs, eat the ugliest one first. What I mean is, if you have 2 important tasks before you, start with the biggest, hardest, most important task first. Discipline yourself to begin immediately and persist until the task is complete before you go on to something else. Now, let's say this task cannot be completed in one go and requires multiple days. Then you must discipline yourself that first thing I will do each morning is work on that task for 90 minutes. Think of it as a test. Treat it like a personal challenge. Now, the second rule of the frog eating is if you have to eat a live frog, it doesn't pay to sit and look it for long. It means you must develop the routine of eating a frog without taking too much time to think about it. Number 3. Use Pomodoro Technique. Pick up your most important task and break down into small 25 minutes chunks called Pomodoros. Set the timer for 25 minutes and fully concentrate on the task until the timer goes off. Once the timer goes off, write down a check mark on a piece of paper. Take a short 5 minutes break, stretch yourself, refresh yourself by any means you like, and then go back to the task for next 25 minutes. And after 4 check marks, take a longer break about 15 to 30 minutes. Interestingly, knowing that you have a limited time to focus actually encourages you to start tasks rather than putting them off. And breaking work into short intervals prevents burnout and helps maintain a higher level of concentration. Number 4. Adjust your environment. Have you ever started a daunting task and found yourself scrolling endlessly through social media? These are distractions which hijack our intentions and derail our productivity. So, we have to manage our distractions. Set do not disturb or silence on your phone to reduce distractions and notifications that interrupt your work. Place anything distracting in a different room outside of your workplace. Set up a quiet workplace alone and free from distractions. Take a scheduled break to rest your brain. Alright, number 5. Last but not the least, do some physical activity. And yes, it's absolutely important. Physical activity actually elevates your mood and releases the endorphins, the body's natural feel good chemicals. This leaves you feeling energized and ready to tackle anything. It's also enhancing your cognitive functions and promotes sharper focus. Just 30 minutes of physical activity you love. It could be gym, it could be running, or it could be any kind of sports you like. Or even brisk walking can do the wonders. You just have to make sure that your breath is slightly deeper than normal. Okay, so apply these 5 techniques religiously, and you will find yourself more productive, motivated, and satisfied with a sense of achievement in yourself. If you ask me the one takeaway from this whole conversation, that would be to develop an ability to identify your most important task at each moment, to begin it, and to concentrate on it single mindedly until it is complete. This is the key to high level of performance and personal productivity. काल करे सो आज करे सो अब पल में परलय होएगी बहुरी करेगा कब. This excellent couplet by Sant Kabir Das teaches us the importance of time. It reminds us that we should not waste our time or procrastinate, because once life ends, we will have no chance to do what we wanted to do. So, let's make it happen together, because together we are unstoppable. I hope this episode has been helpful and inspiring. Please share it with your friends and family and subscribe to the show for more episodes on personal growth and self-improvement. Thank you for listening.